Hey y'all, welcome to Cloveroom and welcome to the finale of Clovemas. I can't believe we are finally here after, as the Counting Crows would say, a long December. And I'm honestly happy to have a little bit less frequent of an uploading schedule to look forward to in the new year. And I think I'll probably publish at least one video before the new year that's not part of Clovemas. I am kind of sad, I don't know, this is the second time I've done it, so it's a bit of, honestly, a holiday tradition for me, and it's like the only holiday thing I did this year, really. It's bittersweet, but kind of mostly sweet, because I am ready to dial it back a little bit with the uploading. But today I thought we could just talk about how I think Clovemas has gone. I am also home. If you cannot tell, I am in my childhood bedroom. I am not in Atlanta right now. I'm actually in Kentucky. You can see vintage Kelly Clarkson poster back there. So, oh my god. Actually, this is almost helping the finale of Clovemas. We've got my collection of Disney Duck stuffed animals back there. And then actually behind me over this shoulder is my mom's collection of Olive and June nail polishes, which was one of the first videos I did, was opening that advent calendar. A nice summary of Clovemas, now featured as my background for this wonderful finale we're in. Let's just get ready together and chat about the holidays. I'm uploading this on Christmas. You can watch it after if you're busy on Christmas, or if you need some company, here I am, once again providing you company. Just need a break. You need a break from your family, I get it. Sometimes nothing personal, just it's a lot to be around. As you get older, and as I've gotten older, I'm 30 now, it just becomes more and more difficult to leave your, well, I was supposed to say house, which I guess is true, but kind of like your home, your house, your chosen family, the chosen people. Ow. Gosh, that hurts. Sometimes these like clips really hurt. Ow, hurt. Ow, okay, I don't like those. I don't want to use those. I'll just try to work around those today. I don't want to hit those clips in. Anyway, sorry. I forgot to bring eye primer, I just realized. But it just becomes somewhat difficult to like leave your nest, I guess is how I would put it. Like leave, like if you don't live in the same area as your family, which I guess, or wherever you're going for the holidays. If you're going anywhere. It's just like, I have to leave what I'm comfortable around, what I do every day, kind of disrupt my life. And there's like fun parts of it, and there's like nostalgic parts of it. But basically what I was saying is if you need a break from it, I can totally understand that, and I can totally understand why. And hopefully this can be a little relaxing and a little just, hanging out with a friend. I think I'm going to go to church tonight. I haven't like fully decided if I'm going. Either way, we really probably don't need to do anything too intricate with the makeup. So Clovemas, this is my second year, like I said, of doing Clovemas, of being kind of more of a, I don't know if serious is the word, but uploading more regularly. I mean, obviously most of this year I did not upload regularly. I just started kind of in earnest probably last month. And it's been nice for a lot of reasons. One, it's really introduced me to how I like my workflow to go now that I have a camera, one that Tom gave me. Shout out to Tom. Oh my gosh, please, before I go further, please go watch our collab. I know it's not makeup related. And we knew when we did it that it wasn't going to be like the most appealing perhaps to the masses or even our audiences. But if you haven't had time, or you're not sure you'll like it, just give it a chance. Go to Tom's channel. The first part of the collab is on their channel. It's just us gabbing about music, but also just it's kind of a celebration of our friendship that we decided to put on the internet. It's how I would describe it. But if you like my content, or if you like theirs, or if you like both of our content, even though it's not makeup related, I think you'll really like that video. So I'm gonna link the first part below. Just go give that a try. If you don't like it, no worries. But give it a try. Give it a try for me. And then if you do like it, you can come back to my channel where we have part 2. Which is live already because they went live at the same time. But Tom gave me this camera and I have finally figured, well, I'm still figuring it out, honestly. Other technical things I don't need to get into, but I feel like I have a much better handle on how I like to film my videos. I actually bought a couple of kind of shooting accessories that now make shooting a lot easier and more reliable for me. And also, like there were times this Clovemas where I edited very, very quickly and I still was happy with the edit. So I feel like I got a lot of really good editing practice in. I feel like when I was doing even Clovemas last year, my setup was my phone and it was so unreliable, and it's like, I think I have the same phone still. And it's just like it's not old, it's a fine iPhone, but just like shooting YouTube style content was not the most, was not really what it was for anymore, It's been really like, honestly, game changer to have an actual camera. Again, I don't think I'll ever be able to thank Tom enough for that. It's been amazing, and it's just made making content a lot easier. And now that I've done Clovemas, I feel like I really know kind of more so what I'm doing with shooting. I feel really like confident going into the new year that I actually will have a handle on what I'm doing, which is great. I like knowing what I'm going to do. Makes things a lot easier. I did change from the format of last Clovemas, and I was better about posting consistently, I will say, than last Clovemas. I had a lot more misses, and I think I did 12 videos from the beginning of December, like all the way to like December 31st. I was still uploading technically for Clovemas. So I said at the beginning of the month, and this was true, I didn't know exactly how many videos I was going to make. I just knew I wanted to upload as much as possible. And there were multiple days where I uploaded in a row, which was, you know, I was like proud of myself for doing that. And it was a lot of hard work to do while also working a full-time job that can be kind of exhausting, just like physically and mentally. So proud of myself. I feel like I did a good job, and it wasn't exactly all the content I wanted to shoot. There was definitely still some ideas left on the table that I just feel like I didn't have time to do justice to. And also stuff that I kind of said, you know what, I can just wait to do this until the new year and it'll fit maybe better when I have a little bit more time and it's not super like dependent on being done in December. But a thing I actually learned in uploading when I would upload consecutive days is I actually don't think that's like the best idea for my channel. I think if I was doing an actual traditional vlogmas of where I shoot my day, basically where I do daily vlogs, or if that was a part of the videos, I feel like it makes sense then to upload every day. But like the kind of content I do, I mean, it's just like a lot to make. Not that vlogging isn't hard too, but I don't know. It's just a little bit, I feel like it doesn't work with that format as much. It felt like I was almost like suffocating some of my videos by immediately putting out a video 24 hours or sometimes less than 24 hours after they went up. And they didn't have time to kind of breathe and like develop in the algorithm, if that makes sense. And like, not that views are like the most important thing to me, but you know, I want obviously this work to get out to people. It just felt like when I did that, my content wasn't being particularly served by that. That's actually something I'm going to keep in mind for next year. I think I may return to the 12-day model. And I always say I want to plan more because I really do. I did like that I kind of let this Clovemas just kind of be chaotic. There were some periods where 3 days in a row I would upload every day, and then there were other periods where I had maybe more of a break than I wanted to have. It's all in good Clovemas fun. It's all in the name of kind of experimenting. I'm still like a really young channel and haven't been in the creator space that long, and I'm still definitely growing. I'm kind of hoping next year I can have time to do maybe a little bit more creative things with Clovemas and just kind of work on, I feel like the thing I want to be the focus of next year is, I think I want to go back to, like I said, maybe just doing the 12 days of Clovemas and having like 12 really solid, well thought out concepts. And then I kind of want to work on having some sort of thread between the videos. I mean, I like reference myself in between videos, and I think some of them kind of built or iterated off each other, but like I don't want it to just be like I'm uploading a lot of videos in December and that's Clovemas. I kind of want to start next year having sort of maybe like a narrative arc or something a little bit more specific or creative about the work I'm doing in December. I was so tired for so much of the month because I was doing like so much with this, with working. Work was really, really busy, and the holidays are just like, unfortunately, can be a really, I just got that over my face so well. It can be a really hard time to work in customer service, let me tell you, as I'm sure some of y'all know. I don't know, whenever I've like talked about it or kind of complained to people, they've been like, well, it seems like you're enjoying it though, and like you enjoy posting regularly to YouTube again, having, you know, this be a consistent thing in my life. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, I am. And I'm gonna have a lot of content soon talking about some things I'm planning on doing in the new year, like beauty projects or enby, things like that. I haven't fully decided on what those are exactly going to look like yet, but something I'm planning as we speak. But I did just want to talk about, I feel like having done this work consistently now in December, I feel like it's made me realize what I want out of not just content creation, but like as a consumer of beauty content and a consumer of makeup in general. And it's made me more sure in what I feel like I need to do. This is hard to talk and blend around my mouth. Hard to do color corrector while I talk. it's made me more sure about what I want that to look like. And I feel like I've mentioned this before, but when I'm not, like when I wasn't shooting content this year, I felt like it was harder for me to be a more conscious consumer. One, because it didn't feel like I had a lot of accountability in what I was buying and I wasn't in conversation about it, whether that's just like talking to a camera. But obviously it's not just talking to a camera because I get feedback later from y'all or just like thoughts from y'all, and also having like an audience to report it to. Like, I don't know. It just made it harder to do that. My lips are so dry. I just got the new phytosurgence, or not, I guess they're not new anymore, but they're new to me, the phytosurgence lip balms. They're so good. This is just the clear one. I've been using it as like a lip mask or lip prep stuff. So good. But I remember when I was coming back, I like had a list of things I wanted to make content about and a list of things I wanted to shoot. And I was really worried because I was like, what if I don't have like enough to say? I don't know, a month or two into it, I like run out of videos to make and I run out of things to say. Like I run out of good points I think to make or fun video ideas. It's such an oversaturated space, and I guess YouTube less so these days, but like the internet with makeup content in general feels kind of constantly oversaturated, and like you really have to have like some confidence, maybe a little, I don't want to say narcissism because that's such a loaded term, but a little bit of, I don't know, self-interest. I don't know. It's kind of a brave and bold decision to be like, I'm going to now add to this like conversation that's already so oversaturated and kind of crowded. I don't know. There's always going to be something to discuss, and there's always going to be videos to make. And even now I have like a list a mile long of videos I want to make, and some of them take a lot more time and effort and are going to require a lot more planning. And then others are a little bit easier or a little bit less prep, perhaps. Because I am somebody who likes to script my videos. Helps me a lot. Make sure that I know what I'm saying. Like this one is not scripted and I'm kind of feeling it. I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let me know if you had any like favorite videos throughout Clovemas. Anything in particular you enjoy? I'm trying to think of my favorite videos. The Tom collab is definitely up there because that was just really special to do. I really like the decluttering video, and I feel like that really resonated for a lot of people. That was one where making that video and having to like prep the outline and think about what I was going to say made me feel better about kind of that decision I was making and what I wanted the beginning of next year to look like. I really love the advent calendar video. That one was just so much fun to do. I can now see why people just come on YouTube and open a bunch of advent calendars because it's a lot of fun. Let me tell you, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, let me know y'all's favorites or just what you enjoyed, hopefully, about Clovemas. Let me know if you're new here, too, like if Clovemas was like your entry to my channel. Oh, I'd mentioned this before, so I thought I would talk about this, that I mentioned that I was wanting to sign up for a marathon, and I was thinking of doing one in Seattle or in the Seattle area. I went ahead and signed up for that marathon last night because I was talking to my friend earlier that day because I'm going to see her. She's also from Kentucky, and her family lives near my family. So I'm actually going to see her and another one of my friends the day after Christmas. We're going to dinner, and I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited. I haven't kept up with them as much as I should, and we haven't seen like we three have definitely not been in the same room for like years. They're my friends from, it's interesting, we all went to the same high school, but we kind of all became close when we went to the same college, actually. So that's kind of fun. But I haven't seen them IRL like all together in a while. So like it's one of those dinners you're going into and you're like, we are going to talk. Like there is so much to catch them up on for me. I know. I mean, one of them has a child. The other one lives in Seattle, and we all just always have so many fun adventures to report back to each other. So that friend, like I said, lives in Seattle, and I was talking to her yesterday and kind of thinking, I was like, I need to like start looking if that's something I want to do. And I looked last night just for shits and gigs on like what flight prices were. And I was shocked how cheap the direct flight from Atlanta to Seattle was. And I was like, I don't think it's going to get any better. I have a little bit of money right now. Let's just go ahead and buy it. And then I also registered for the race. So I'm officially doing that. I'm officially going to be marathon training. Actually, I already started. This is 18 weeks out. So I did my first official marathon run today. Now, like, it was only like a 10-minute run. Technically, you really build in the plan I'm doing. Although I think by the end of this week, I'll be doing an 8K. Which is less than a 10K. So probably like 4 miles. But it'll build up quickly. I'm so excited. I love Washington the one time I went there, so I'm excited to go there again. I'm excited to run the marathon. It's been a goal of mine for forever. Even just like doing the run today, I felt like so good after. Had that like runner's high, and I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna be really good. I can feel it. I feel confident about 2025. I usually try not to wish years away, but this is a year I am very fine wishing away. to be honest. It's not been not been the best year. So I'm kind of ready for that. I want even more blush. In the mood to look a little blushy. Again, I'll probably talk more about this in other content, but I'm kind of thinking about what I want next year to look like on my channel, and I definitely have a project in mind that I'm building, and I think I'm going to try to upload twice a week. I was doing once a week leading up to Clovemas, and that felt like a lot when I started to come back and do that, trying to get a video up a week. I think I've dropped a couple of things that will make it easier to do that, and now with Clovemas, I just feel more confident in myself as a creator, and like my ability to get videos out in a somewhat timely manner, so I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can upload twice a week. In my head, like, I think it'd be cool if that looked like maybe one of those videos is like more long form researchy, the other is more like traditional makeup beauty content, like shop my stash, doing like overhead content, stuff like that. Because I also still need to do my like collection tour that I want to do. Obviously, like make videos about the project I'm going to do next year. Stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just always in fear that I'm going to stop doing something I like because I get overwhelmed. And if I don't do it perfectly, I just want to stop doing it. And I'm really trying to fight that instinct. I'm really trying to be confident about the fact that I will show up for y'all and show up for myself in the new year with even better content. Continue to grow, continue to enjoy what I'm doing. And I think it's been good to think of this as like, I've been calling it to my, well, actually to just like people I don't know as well who I may be talking to on dating apps. I've been referring to it as my side project. But I've also been doing that to other people as well, just to kind of not just be like, oh, I'm just like a YouTuber for fun, which just is fun for me and I get enjoyment out of it. But I also think thinking about it as a side project and thinking about it as a job opens it up to like maybe one day this, I mean, right now I am actually technically making money doing this. I worked it out to what I will probably earn from YouTube AdSense with all the videos I've done and like the average amount of work on each video. And I think it was like $2 an hour. That's not great, but it's something. Hey, it's something. And as I get more views, and you know, it's also the time of year where I think the ad rate is the best, so that ad rate will probably go down, so I'll probably make less and I'll do less content in the first few months of next year. I'm kind of manifesting that this becomes, I don't know if I necessarily want to be a full-time creator, but it becomes like a reliable side project, almost like a side second job. I love doing it for myself, and I would probably do it if it didn't have that potential too. I think in thinking about it like that and making it a real part of my schedule and not something optional, I think that has also helped me be more consistent and take it and myself more seriously. I haven't really talked about any of the products I'm using, but I'm trying to use up this little Kosas Airbrow clear brow gel that I got in this as my like Sephora birthday gift along with like a Kosas lip product. It is so wet. I hate brow gels that are like wet and get like all wet over when you apply them on your brows. It reminds me of when I tried the Anastasia one and it was like really, really wet and I did not like that. And I'm going to try to use this up as much as I can, but like, ugh. And like once it dries, it's fine and does like an okay job of being like a semi-hold brow gel, but like it doesn't have to be that way. This is Distant Depths from Phytosurgence. So when I ordered the lip balms, I ordered the clear one and Crash Cadence. Crash Cadence and actually Distant Depths are holiday limited releases, both brown lip balms. Distant Depths is the much more sheer one. Crash Cadence has more pigment to it. But Jason actually threw Distant Depths into the order, the founder of Phytosurgence, as like a gift, which was very, very nice. I love Phytosurgence, and I guess he figured out that, you know, the cam in Atlanta who kept ordering things was me. I love these lip balms though, and I'll swatch Distant Depths. It's like the sheerest brown, and what I love about it is that like things like this usually just to make my lips look pinker, which I hate. I really don't like my lips looking pink because they are pretty pink on their own. This actually does a really good job of neutralizing them and just making them look a little bit browner and more neutral, which I love. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And before I go, just a sincere thank you, whether you watched only some of Clovemas or all of Clovemas, you watched every video. Just thank you. This has been such a special project to do. I feel like I've really been going through it in a lot of ways emotionally, and having this as a creative outlet has been so lovely. And y'all are so, it's interesting. My dad sometimes I think watches my channel. We were talking about it one day and I was talking about like how I was feeling doing it and doing it more consistently. And he made an observation. He was like, you know, it's so funny, like most places on the internet these days are like awful. And when I look in your comments, like people are so nice, like not just nice, but like they're really engaging with your content. They're watching, like you can tell that people have like formed thoughts about it and have like taken time to leave comments. And I haven't been the best, like I've been trying my best to respond to comments as much as I can. It's sometimes taken a while just because everything else I have going on in my life, along with like when I would be reading them, I'd also be like editing a video and I wouldn't have time because a lot of them are so thoughtful to like turn off editing brain to like turn on replying brain. But he made that observation and made me realize how lucky I am with the people who do choose to watch my channel and engage with it. So just thank you so much for a wonderful Clovemas, a wonderful December, a wonderful welcome back to YouTube after taking a hiatus for most of the year. And yeah, just know I really appreciate it, and this content truly cannot be done without you, because I feel like iterative and iterating are my favorite words, but my content is so iterative on what I see online and what I see other people doing, and how y'all respond to my videos as well. I don't know, this channel really would not be anything without like the beauty community, and I think that word is often so or phrase, I suppose, that that moniker is so often used negatively, and to talk a lot about like petty drama or toxicity. But I think something that I've learned in the last couple of years is things are kind of what you make them. And then if you want to surround yourself with people who are super dramatic and maybe narcissistic or toxic, you certainly can. And if that's what you are, that's what you will attract. And if that's what you're bracing yourself for, that's probably what's going to happen. But when you intentionally surround yourself with people who are really giving and gracious and just love beauty and we all just want to do our best with it, whether that's consuming or making content, I don't know, the beauty community becomes something a lot better than the kind of toxic wasteland that maybe a few years ago we associated with that phrase. A beauty community can truly be a community, and it can be something that makes you better. And I feel like this work engages with that and wouldn't be possible without that. So I just wanted to say how grateful I am for having that now, and for having an outlet to talk about beauty and overanalyze it and give a lot of importance to it, because I think it is important, and to do it in a very trans, non-binary way. It's just, I don't know, I feel very lucky in that regard. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed Clovemas. I hope you're having good Christmases if you're watching on the day, and if you celebrate. And if you aren't, I hope you're enjoying a movie and maybe some tasty food, or just taking some time to recharge. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, give this video a like. Helps me a lot in the wild west of YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you want to see future videos. Yeah, we're gonna be okay, y'all. Bye. Doing my hair and slicking my hair back into a bun is not a joyful experience. Doing a wing can be. It can also be treacherous and haunt me for the rest of the day when I realize I did them very, very crooked. But there's the potential for it to be a joyous experience. Chapter 3. Rockin' around the false dichotomy. Let's hope that day 11 can maybe reset things. Day 11 is gone. Popular. You're gonna be popular. There's only so much I can say to make fun of this, because it makes fun of itself by existing. Like, my first thought was like, when's April Fool's Day? But we're in December. It's not for a very long time. This... I wouldn't pay $2 for this. If someone gave this to me for free and said, here you go, I would say, take that back. I don't want it. If someone paid me $10 to use this again, I may do it, because I'm kind of broke. It'd probably have to be 20. Significant work of the, gosh, what is the word I'm looking for? Imprint? But that's not it. Oh my goodness, what is the word I'm looking for? The design on the pan. Oh my gosh, what is the word? I cannot think of the word. No, not the imprint. Gosh, I can't think of what it's called. The image that once was on this blush is really diminished. I guess I'll say, because I cannot think of the word I'm looking for. Embossing. I did it. It's embossing. Oh god. I identify as trans and I identify as nosy. It's gorgeous. I have a gorgeous nose. You cannot tell me I don't have a nice nose. I'm sorry. That's just not gonna fly. And me just like swatching one of the shades and gasping. I gasped. I was like, is that legal? That's how I reacted to it.
Listening to it is almost feels like my skin is like being stretched slowly off of my body. Like that's how it feels to me when I listen to it.
I get the skin thing.
Yeah. Right?